This may be the most embarrassing defensive possession of the season. Watch Duncan Robinson here. This isn't a screen. He just taps Hachimura on the back and walks his way to the rim. But somehow he's so open that he gets confused and doesn't know what to do with the ball. Anyway, he finds Adebayo, who's got a great look, but he swings it to Herro, who's also all alone. That's 3 players who could have scored here, but finally Tyler ends this misery for the Lakers. And again, follow Rozier. He's obviously behind every Laker player at this moment. And as we let it roll, look at him casually jogging the other way, getting a practice layup at 30% speed. Nobody around him. This is inexplicable.
Just 6 points on 2 for 7 shooting. Oh, Butler wide open. This Laker defense needs a reality check right now.
They're just lackadaisical, very pedestrian out there.
The problems for the Lakers are deep, and we got a whole story to unpack, which of course starts with the effort and them not being ready to play. Speaking of that, unlike the Lakers, I always like to keep myself ready and in good shape. I got a treadmill at home to train for my half marathons, and I also love bodyweight exercises. But even more important than that is refueling your body, which is why I'm thankful to have discovered Groons. Groons are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into 8 gummies a day. This isn't a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a probiotic. It's all of those things and then some at a fraction of the price, and it tastes great too. While you're checking out my impeccable pull-up form, let me tell you that Groon splits the dose into 8 gummies per day because you cannot fit the amount of nutrients they do into just 1 gummy. Generic multivitamins only contain around 7 to 9 vitamins, while Groons have 20 plus vitamins and minerals and 60 plus whole food ingredients. Groons is more bioavailable, meaning that your body can absorb it and use it much better than tablets, which will help you get the nutrients you need. And you don't need to drink water as you would with tablets or powders. Water decreases the effectiveness and you also pee out a lot of the nutrients, which would be one expensive pee. Plus, Groons is vegan, nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, so it's pretty much good for everyone. And you can get up to 45% off. Click the link in the description and check it out. Thanks Groons for sponsoring this video. The Lakers' problems start and end with LeBron and AD. First of all, how do you expect a guy that's gonna be 40 in 2 weeks to be the leader of a contending team?
Butler with the getaway, the steal, and the slam.
This would have been a chase down block 5 years ago, but now he gives up and watches Butler get the easy 2 points. Again, the 2 of them are in line when James shoots this, but watch what happens. LeBron decided that he's not running back on defense, instead telling his teammates to go chase after Jimmy. Another easy bucket. I was shocked to find out that LeBron has the 13th worst plus-minus in the league. He's at the bottom along with 9 guys who play for the dead last teams in the 2 conferences, the Wizards and the Pelicans. He's had some horrific lowlights from his lack of effort this season, not running back in transition, and just watch this circus here. The Lakers don't get a kick ball, so LeBron starts running all over the court, arguing with the refs and guarding absolutely nobody. Look at him way over here, while Bradley Beal is all alone for this 3, and of course he swishes it. There are a bunch more unreal examples in Daniel Lee's video, so shout out to him and make sure you check that out as well. But to me, the biggest issue in this situation is Anthony Davis. He's supposed to be the best player of this team, and last night's performance of 8 points on 3 for 14 is inexcusable. It wasn't just on offense, Davis was unrecognizable defensively as well. Jimmy Butler blew by him multiple times as if he was a traffic cone. Absolutely no contest whatsoever. And he just needs some popcorn here, the way he's watching Adebayo bully the much smaller Russell inside the paint. Where is the AD from the beginning of the season? Last 7 games, Davis is averaging 18 points on 43% from the field. That's nowhere near what the Lakers need from him to be competitive.
Davis against Love. Oh, the air ball back. Davis will tee one up and brick it.
Worst of all for Lakers fans is the fact that their team is now 12-10, which is worse than what they were last season under Darvin Ham, who the entire fan base was happy to get rid of. This is the same vicious cycle repeating for this team, where now all of a sudden Redick will start to get blamed for this poor performance, just like that was the case with Frank Vogel, when in fact the Lakers lost a bunch of key members of that championship roster and did not replace them. The same way that Darvin Ham got fired when he got an even worse roster to manage, and the same way it is now with JJ when he only inherited the same exact bad roster from last season with the notable addition of Bronny James. I pretty much predicted this exact scenario happening 5 months ago, way before the season began. And you definitely don't need to be a genius to know that things like this will happen. I'm just sorry for Redick, who obviously loves basketball, but last night at the post-game press conference, he was completely drained and seemed like he had all the life and love of the game sucked right out of him. Dude was absolutely speechless.
What's your post-game message after a tough loss like that and kind of on top of some other recent tough losses?
There has to be some ownership.
But then he also took a subtle jab at his players.
I can't physically get us organized. I can't physically be into the basketball. I can't physically talk and call out reds and physically call out coverages, and gonna need some ownership on the court as well.
And of course, you're not gonna blame the coach for this basic level of miscommunication on defense, where Highsmith ends up all alone in the corner while Davis is sleepwalking in the paint. Or for this missed rotation that's like the first lesson on defense that you teach little kids. The Lakers have the 4th worst defense in the league this season, and a lot of it has to do with some laughable lack of effort plays like these. And they're also 4th worst in 3-point makes per game. So no defense and no 3-point shooting. To me, the record is actually better than it should be. JJ is basically doing a good job with what he's getting from the players if you ask me. And LeBron agrees that Redick is not the one to blame here.
It's not on the coaches. It's definitely on us for sure.
JJ questioned the togetherness.
I agree with everything JJ said. He already talked to y'all?
Yes, he did.
Whatever he said, I agree 100%, 1000%.
You did say you agree with everything JJ said.
Everything.
Yes.
Everything. So don't ask me.
Well,
about
was
what JJ
specific.
said.
Specific.
Everything he said is correct.
It's December and we're already getting to talk about team meetings, which could get ugly, but it's crucial for them to figure things out because 6 of their next 10 games are against Western Conference rivals for the playoff race. These are all gonna be tough games, and they also have the Cleveland Cavaliers to start the new year. Man, this is going to be a grueling stretch for them, and my guess is that by the end of it, we start getting some trade rumors, as it's pretty much always ends up being the case with LeBron James teams around this time. Only thing is that this time he's not gonna be able to flip the switch like he used to and carry his team to the playoffs. I mean, just last night with this 3-pointer, he snapped his miserable streak of 20 misses in a row from downtown. 20 straight missed threes. I featured that in my video along with some other unbelievable stats like Victor Wembanyama averaging the same amount of blocks per game as the entire Miami Heat roster. Yeah, as shocking as this sounds, it's true, so you gotta check out this video for more interesting numbers from this season. Talk to you in the next one, peace out.